Hello, beautiful people. I am back. I hope this setup is better because I did something with my phone in order to record differently. And today we're gonna do a pick a card, my friends, about what are their current feelings. So basically, what are the feelings of your person on your mind? And I felt called to do that. In this transformative times ahead, of course. It's a timeless reading, my friends, and I'm happy that you're here. So please listen to intuition in order to know what kind of pile you want to pick. Also, grab your favorite coffee, have a sip, relax, calm down. We're gonna have a good time in channeling your person's energy and their current feelings for you. And yeah, let's get into it. This is pile 1. Bear with me. I'm still learning the crystals, so I'm not getting to say them. I was like, should I say this honestly? Yes. Maybe this pile is about honesty. Let's see. I think that's green aventurine. Pile 2. And I think that one is Lapis Lazuli, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sorry, my camera is not gonna work. Anyway, maybe someone is not seeing something. Let's see. So take the time you need in order to pick your pile and pause the video if you need to, of course. As I said, have a good sip on your favorite coffee or any drink you want to drink. And I see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1, and welcome. If you choose this, I think it's red jasper, so please tell me in the comments. I really wanted to use crystals and learn about it more. So yeah, I think that's red jasper. Then this is your reading. Welcome. Let's leave it over there. So your current person's feeling, maybe about something with honesty, as I said before, while I was showing your pile and your stone. I was saying I'm not that into crystals yet, and my past self would not ever record or post this video, not knowing what this stone was, because I was so perfectionist. So maybe your person is also a perfectionist, or maybe you are. So then they'll definitely, this is your pile. I just need to fix something. 1 second. Yeah, could be I need to pause the video in order to adjust my table. So it could be that you're so perfectionist, like me in the past, that you're not letting in. Yes, while I'm shuffling, so the cards are like going everywhere. So it could be you or your person or both, and you're mirroring each other. And it's time for honesty now, in order to release this kind of perfectionist pattern. That's only what I can sense and channel already now, dear pile 1. And let's get into it. I'm just receiving some waves of energies now from your person, their current feelings. Let's see. What's that about? What is the current feelings? Spirit, please tell us the current feelings of pile 1's person. The current feelings about pile 1's person. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, interesting. And we were talking about honesty here, and we have the Queen of Swords. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I can see that. And the Hermit, look at this. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. For me, together with this Five of Swords, it seems like they have some old belief, fashion, I wanted to say, regarding what happiness mean for them. We know the 10 of Cups is all about family, love. It's the family card regarding emotional bonds compared to the 10 of Pentacles. And as you know, and following me, I'm an intuitive reader. I read energies with the cards together. So maybe you're watching a lot of other tarot readers. They would interpret it differently, but that's the beauty of it. We are all different and resonating different, and please only take what resonates. But when we have this an upright, it's kind of someone who knows their emotional bond and strong emotional bonds. They know where they're headed, but we have that in reverse with the 5 of Swords here. There's some conflict what they have at the moment within their feelings, I can see. And we were just talking also in the intro about honesty, right? So it could be regarding honesty towards you, towards themselves. And when I see further, I did not even look at this card, so bear with me. We see the Hermit over here. Can you see that? And we have the Queen of Swords over there when we are talking about honesty. And we know that the Queen of Swords is kind of like the queen with no emotional attachment, but with a mind sharp as a sword. That does not mean that she's closing off completely her heart, right? With the Queen of Swords. But it means she's not deluding. She stands on her power and knows what the emotionally bonds needs, right? That's how I see the Queen of Swords and when I read the energy. When we have the Hermit together with these two, it's kind of like, and you see, is it a cougar? Seems like it, right? Please let me know what you can see. But it's looking towards the Queen of Swords as well. So something, your current feelings are suppressed by your person towards you, what I can see here now. So it's necessary maybe you sensing it, that this person or your person has feelings for you. That's what I can see from the energy and feel, especially with the stingray over here. And for me, the stingray and the wild unknown animal spirit oracle deck from Kim Kranz, the stingray is a really powerful animal. It goes through all the chakras. It all goes to what kind of baggage you don't need, where you're not living truthfully. What do you need to release in this kind of way? Very interesting. And the Hermit, it's kind of like, yeah, it's isolating more inwards. And I can see that. There's some kind of family wounding, not deserving love, and not letting it shown, but they need to come with terms with it and speak about it. That's the Queen of Swords. Let's look at this card finally. Yeah, 2 of Swords. Look at this. Wow. They're at the crossroad for me here. Wow. When I see this beautiful rainbow fish, I will call it now, it's really to accept themselves first and love themselves first. And they still have feelings for you, obviously, but they cannot express it properly. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The Fool, yeah. And the Turtle, the Protector. I love that for you guys. And now the sun is coming. I don't know if you can see that over the light over here. Sun comes out of the cloud. So they have to do a new beginning and being honest. And going through this conflict with themselves, with their old beliefs here. And they're at the crossroad. Okay, let's see. What does that mean? Yeah, at the crossroad. You see? 3 of Pentacles and 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. They need to work on themselves. work on their belief that they're not good enough for you, because they feel intimidating towards you too. That's what I'm seeing. Let's get into it, because I have the feeling that's not all. They have deep love for you, deep-rooted love. I can, you see, oh my god, 4 of Wands, and I just said it. Wow, slay, slay, really. That's it, deep-rooted love, but don't know how to express it, and need to work on themselves. Wow, 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 wow. That's really powerful. I feel my heart chakra is open now. Wow. Yes, but look at that. Still, 9 of Swords. You see that? Do you see that? Still overthinking. Should they be truthful? Should they not be truthful? I'm thinking about the 7 of Swords here. That gives me the vibe of 7 of Swords. Now we have the 5 of Wands underneath, so some conflict is there. That means a card didn't wanted to show up. Have you seen that? Let's see if that's like straight. Yes. You see now the perfectionism is coming out. It feels like 7 of Sword energy, to be honest. It does feel like it. And bear with me. And of course it did not came out. That means something is regarding feelings. Oppa, oppa. Have you seen that? Oh, you see the dragonfly, Ace of Wands, some sort of spark over here, but there are too many cards fell out. So they want to express, but they cannot. Either it's the feelings, probably, and something else on this. I think that honestly their current feelings for you are so deep that they don't want to admit it to you or to themselves even. That's what I'm getting here. That's why maybe the 7 of Swords didn't come out, like deceiving towards you, hiding true feelings, the mask, you know? Yeah, Ace of Cups, they're not admitting that. Deep feeling, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I can feel that. Some sort of wounding is here. Let's see what this card is about. 6 of Cups. They need to release the parts, and they're doing this because it's in reverse. That's how I read this energy over here, and this is how I read the cards with my spirit guides together. Oh my god, I need to breathe. Wow. That's the crossroad here. That's the crossroad. They definitely have a lot of love for you. 100%. Especially with the 4 of Wands here. It's also like the twin flame card of tarot. I need to admit, I do not like the traditional twin flame, soulmate, karmic relationship definitions. For me, they don't cope with how intense and how extremely these transformations can be for people. And I do also believe we have more twin flames and soulmates and stuff. Maybe I will probably trigger some people. But that's okay. We are all different. And I do think that this person has such a deep love for you. I can really feel that. I want to do one more tarot I'm hearing. Yes. And again, the Fool. Did you see that? We have the Hanged Man. Definitely, they're waiting to be ready and not to make any mistakes. To be honest towards themselves and towards you. 4 of Wands. This is actually what they want. Yeah, 2 of Wands. Yes, look at this. Every time when I see this card and with the Fool together, the second time at the bottom of the deck, pile 1. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful thing. Because look at these 2 birds. Free. flying. That's what they feel for you. And Two of Wands is about like making plans. That's how they see you. That's how they want to be together with you. Wow. Wow. Let's move this card over here. I was just thinking, and look at this Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Is it an alpaca or a llama? Maybe a person, when they see you, is like, wow, is she real or not real? This is insane. They're so attracted to you. Look at this. Queen of Pentacles. That's their feelings. Also with the Fool. They feel also like newborn with you. Having this like companionship with you. If you resonate, as I said, with twin flame soulmate, whatever your definition is of it, yeah, and it doesn't need to be the traditional one, okay? As I just shared, I'm also not a fan of these rigid regulations and definitions. Probably my moon and ascendant or rising in Gemini. But still, it's really wonderful. Wow. And they see you definitely as attractive. Look at this. Totally beautiful, radiating, shining. You're like the light of the dark, I'm hearing, for them. I feel called to look what's underneath. Yeah, but they're conflicted. We saw the Five of Wands before too. Well, I did. If you didn't see it, I'm sorry. But yeah, they're conflicted. Yeah. It could feel for some of you that I did not say it to you yet, but you can feel it and see it, how they look at you. As I said, well, is this real or is it not? With my question, oh, is it an alpaca or is it a llama? Could be, you know? So, wow, yeah, they see you as this beautiful, nourishing soul and beauty. Nourishing soul would probably be the 5D version. The 3D version depends on the spirituality of this person, right? Would see like the beauty, the radiance. They still can feel it even though they're not spiritual. I don't like this word awake, but it's like not using these terms or words, what I like to use, or maybe you like to use them as well when you chose this pile too. Could also be confirmations. So let's see some situations and feelings towards you. Yeah, they sort of feel destined, that they struggle to find the right path, what I told you. Oh no. Definitely soul tie, yes. What did I just say? Oma? Wow. Wow. And I definitely want to talk. Look at this. I'm like completely overwhelmed in a positive way. Like blown away, I think it's the better words. I'm totally blown away. Wow. Look at this. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I will put her here under the coffee cup. Don't forget to sip on your coffee if you made one. And then we have soul tie. They definitely can feel that. Some of you I'm picking up, they are spiritual, but some of you, they developing into it. But what all they have in common here, this energy, is this message. They need to be truthful towards you and their feelings for you and how they see you as this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. I always feel connected to you, and I think you feel to them too. Always. That's wow. I want to call you and hear your voice. They definitely want to have a conversation. For some people, I can feel they reached out, but most of you, I feel like they will, and they did not yet. Due to their own struggles, due to the stingray over here, the Hermit, and the Queen of Wands wanting her tribute. I hope we say that like this, in order to be honest towards themselves and towards you. But there are definitely strong feelings. 100%. Four of Wands. That's for me like, wow, definitely. Soulmate, soul tie, here's the confirmation of it. Wow. I feel called to do one more. I hear spirits to do one more. What are the feelings, their current feelings? Reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. Maybe you had like special jokes, or code names or code words for specific situations. Could be. But also like, yeah, what they maybe need to learn is there were other things that got in the way of us being together, third party, right? And third party can mean everything. It can mean another person, another interest, work, family, financial situation, everything. So listen to your heart and listen to your, when you're watching and hearing me now, what triggers you the most of being that you know it? What is the third party? Maybe you already know what it is, and here's no judgment. This is a safe space. Third party, as I said, can even be everything. For me, third party even means being consumed by your own negative thoughts or your own negative patterns. What I could see here in this person with "and do not deserve love," what we discussed here, could also be the case, okay? But you will know that. Please trust your intuition. I'm only here to guide you, to help you. And tarot is for me the guidance, what you deep down already know, okay? So this could be a blockage for the people who are still waiting for conversation, or the words, "hey, I like you, let's date," or "I love you." Depends on where you are. Yes. So let's get into some of the hidden truth messages for you from your person. Dear Pile 1, let's see what they can want to say but cannot say, but probably will say over here. Wow, that's, my ear is like really hot right now, my right ear. So Pile 1, definitely someone is speaking about you. Maybe reminiscing with some old friends, asking friends for support. It's like very, very hot right now, my right ear, really intense. So what is the messages for Pile 1 you want to give about your current feelings? What you cannot say. Let me just do it like this because I feel called to do more. You can express yourself safely towards Pile 1 now and towards me. This is a safe space. You can say it. Wow. You speak through me to music. So it could music be significant. Maybe you listen to the radio or to your playlist, wherever you listen to it, and hear some special voice and it's resonating for you, like a synchronicity. Let me get that one. Wow. Let's see. Let's start here. I feel you even though we are apart. Yes, 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 definitely. Soul tie. I always feel connected to you. Wow. And my ear is burning. Holy moly. That's insane. So it's definitely some passion for you there. I lost myself for a little while. Yes, we can see that with the conflict with 5 of Wands. Remember, under the Queen of Pentacles, what I can see here now. Definitely. That's maybe why they're currently in hermit mode, but coming out of hermit mode to get it done, in order to accept themselves and the feelings for you. I left when I saw you with someone. Wow. Could be that you had the third party. I know now I said it because there's written someone, right? But I like also to see it, and how I see the card also when I do cards for myself. I left you when I saw you with something important, or you had some projects going on. I know it's like really interesting to interpret this card like this, but for me it's kind of that. So maybe you are the one who had the third party situation, whatever it is. It's about you. If you don't resonate, please leave it. And as I said, always take what only resonates. I look for you everywhere, yes. I can feel that. Especially with this ridance and Radiant energy, radiance. Oh, sorry guys, I'm too excited. Really, this energy is like pure, and yeah, that's why also the Seven of Swords didn't come out. It's more about getting their shit together, as I like to say, and come towards you. I hide behind material things. Yeah, that could be a third party. You and I were too young, so for some of you, you know this person longer. Maybe while I mean, it's written over there, like when you were younger, when it didn't work out. So I'm getting that for some of you now. We need to let each other go. I think there's more the struggle regarding this person has at the moment, in the sense of, should I say the truth? Should I not say the truth to myself? Should I admit? Can I admit? Am I deserving love? These kind of questions more. And then, you know how it works. Everyone has that in some certain different ways. In a sense of negative spiral, I always say, you know, you're starting to doubt, here's the Nine of Swords. We just see it here, right? Getting like, no, I need to move on. But they have strong feelings, yes. And that's why I know their ego is telling them, or the old patterns are telling them, and their old beliefs, we need to let each other go. I remember every detail of that day. Yes, reminiscing. Oh my god, I want to know your inside jokes. If you want to leave it in the comments, please do so. You're totally welcome. But yeah, so let me get one more in order to complete my picture over here. Or maybe two more. Let's do two more. Let's make your person more talkative. Maybe your person is someone who does not talk so much, but is more introverted. Could be. Does not have to be. Take only what resonates. I know I was a distraction from your pain. For me, this card is interesting, because also when I get that for myself, it's kind of like, it's not necessarily about you, it's about them, that they think they were. Maybe for some of you it's really like this, okay? That they were a distraction from someone else, maybe a third party, I don't know. But for some of you, at the same time, I should say, not but at the same time, I can feel that it's more like in their head. Nine of Swords, and we have that even at the Nine of Swords. I'm just realizing, wow. Wow, you see, very expressive now. Get the current feelings for pile 1. I want to be more than friends. That's a confirmation for some of you. I can feel that very strongly. Wow. I can feel it very strongly. So maybe you're friends and you never said something. I said that. For some of you, it could be that they never expressed something towards you, but you can feel that. And you're friends, or you're even colleagues, or you work with them. No, that's our colleagues. But work with them at a business also, like business partners more. That's what I'm feeling. Could be. Wow, yes. That's your confirmation I can feel for some of you. Some people need to hear that from pile 1. Yes, that's your reading, pile 1. Thank you for being here, and see you at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. I think that's the green aventurine, right? So yeah, welcome to your reading about the current feelings from your person. I'm happy that you're here, that we are back. And let's see what kind of feelings, the current feelings of your person. I'm picking up that your person is distracting themselves. I don't know with what, but it seems, I feel like a kind of a young, free-spirited person. I wouldn't necessarily say not committed. No, it's not committed. It's more like free-spirited, young, adventurous, this kind of thing. I need to sit more with the energy in order to distinguish, because for me, free spirits and adventurous does not mean that automatically that your person is not committed, right? Yeah, very spiritual, not committed. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, doesn't see conventional traditional family ideas or relationships maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's more that, yeah, definitely. So if you don't resonate with this energy, try another pile today, or maybe that's not your reading. That's completely okay. Don't forget to zip your favorite coffee or your favorite drink, or tea if you don't drink coffee, and let's get into it. What this adventurous person, what kind of feeling? What are the current feelings, not what kind of feelings they have for you. One last shuffle. One last shuffle. And let's see. I'm just picking up when I remember the intro, when I was in pile 1, confessing that I don't know about crystals yet so much. So bear with me and please help me. That would be great. And for you, I was like confidently saying, yes, this must be green aventurine, right? Maybe it's not, but I just said it confidently. So maybe also a person is more confident and adventurous, tries new things out and thinks that I don't care what other people say. That's what the vibe I'm getting. But what are the current feelings from your person for pile 2, Spirit? The 3 of Swords. That's interesting because, as you know me when you watch my videos, I'm cleaning the decks in order doing this and then airing them. No, that's not the English term, but you get what I mean. And I shuffle them too in order to clean out the energy, and doing this again. And I saw the 3 of Swords with your pile in reverse. So that's very interesting to see it now in the upright. Let's see what's coming out. I just wanted to feel called to mention that. Let's see what are the current feelings for pile 2. Seven of Swords. The 4 of Cups. Ooh! Wow. Have you seen that? Wow. We have the 6 of Wands. The 9 of Swords. Let me see if you can see it properly. Yes, you can. So we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. That's interesting. And the 10 of Cups. Pile 1 got also the 10 of Cups in reverse. So maybe you were drawn to pile 1 too. It's a similar energy, but different. Wow. Wow. For me, it looks like you're a free-spirited, adventurous person. I call it like this now. This person like this. It's for me, especially with the Three of Swords, and I saw it in reverse back then. So they're working on some kind of inner healing. And for me, it's interesting, when I was picking this up, we see like the Three of Swords over here, right? And we have the keywords headache, emotional pain, sorrow, grief, hurt, loss, depression, broken. For me, in this energy of your person, it's more that they shut off their emotions. And they're more the mind thinker too. Like they're processing relationships, friendships, more with the mind than with the heart. That does not mean they cannot love or they don't feel love, but probably something in their past and family matters or recent or in relationships, 10 of Cups in reverse. I can feel that they shut themselves down not to feel too many emotions because they got criticized or how can I express this? Feeling what I feel through the energy I'm channeling. Like someone put a stamp on them in the sense of you are too emotional, you are too much in this sense. If that makes sense. It's very hard to describe for me. This current energy. Sorry if you cannot see that properly because of the light. That's what I see. And also like that the Three of Swords is up there with the sea, like you see, and someone lying over here in the sea. For me, it's like the sea. Is that the sea? Yeah, because one moment I was thinking maybe it's clouds and mountains, but for me it looks like the sea. Yeah, so exactly like this. And they need to look into that. Look within. Some sort of looking more with the mind, feeling more with the mind, if that makes sense. Because they're too scared to get intimate, too scared of intimacy. That does not mean that they're not having relationships, they don't love you. It's the opposite, I think. Not I think, I feel it. And I said I think, right? So it's also with the mind, the verb for the mind. So especially with the Seven of Swords after that, I can see that they're protecting themselves, wearing a mask for protection. And the mask is not about deceiving you or like being bad or having secrets here. For me, it's having this mask in order not to feel their emotions too much. As an adventurous person, free-spirited, not conventional. We saw the 10 of Pentacles while shuffling, right? Yeah. And then the 4 of Cups, you know, and the 6 of Wands. They're definitely controlling their mind with the 9 of Swords. Not to overthink. And their current feelings could be that they took you for granted over here with the 4 of Cups. But I see you definitely as someone successful, someone beautiful, 6 of Wands, someone who's like, you know, having pride, having a great aura. That's what I can see here too. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. 6 of Cups in the upright. Oh, yeah. You see? They have so much. If they would not have closed off so much due to past experiences and thinking with the mind, you would definitely feel and see immediately this child. Like innocence, this childlike love, what they have for you. This innocent, healing, loving feelings for you. But it's not seen maybe in a 3D. Maybe you can feel it in the 5D. But I have the feeling that you also are sometimes fed up with your person because they're too much free-spirited. Not they're not reliable, they will do. And maybe, I mean, they will do if you say, let's meet at 5 in front of the cinema. Let's be old school here. And they will do that. And it's not that they're coming totally late, that they're not having control over their life. I don't think that, because they're very, very controlled minds. They're not necessarily repeating negative thinkings. They're also working on past patterns, I can see. And maybe that's the next one I need to work on. And maybe that's why you met. Take only what resonates here. I'm tunneling a few things. Yeah. I definitely like, wow. You're bringing some sort of comfort. This is the current feeling. Let's continue. Maybe your person also say that, let's continue, let's get to business, let's go, let's move forward. Just popped into my mind. Yeah, the moon in reverse, look at this. Yeah, you will definitely, regarding current feelings, I think they're realizing something. Here I was saying, maybe they took you for granted for some of you. Oh, she's always there because you're kind of loving, giving them comfort. You're there. You're so dependable and reliable over here. And I don't like to say that. People get used to that. But people do subconsciously. That's not something on purpose. Oh, I need to use her because she's always there. I don't mean this energy. This person is not in this energy. Okay? It's a free spirit. It's like, yo, like a child, like, yo, I'm playing at the playground. And pile 2 is always watching. That's cool. Always there, blah, blah, blah. But they're committed in the sense of they will always come back to you, right? This kind of energy I'm getting. As I told you in the beginning, it's nothing like they cannot commit or something, okay? And with the moon here, they're definitely releasing some fears what blocked them over here. Going into this deep, like this woman, if you can see her, over here. Like lying in their emotions. But they're more used to the mind. So I think with the moon in reverse, they're letting go of this fear. I have the feeling also your person is sort of spiritual. They can really organize in conceptual thinking and really, really... as I always love to say, get their shit together. And now they're learning, but they're beginner learning with the heart, seeing with the heart, if that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. What are the current feelings from your person, pile 2, spirit? Yeah, Queen of Wands. Wow, they see you as such a beautiful... Oh my God, yeah. They're so attracted to you. Maybe they don't let it on for some of you. For some of you, it's maybe too much. As they're free-spirited adventurers, also maybe sexually open and showing it too much. But for some of you, they're like, oh my God, they cannot control that. There's so much. They love their independence. They love their independence. They're speechless when they see you. You're so charismatic to them. Yeah, because you're standing in your power, right? When they see like you're always there, you're not putting any chains on them. And that makes you attractive. Wow. You have the Five of Swords and the Two of Wands in reverse. Definitely. So for me, wow. I think for me, this is when what I hear, and when I just said I think and I stopped. For me, this is when what I hear from my spirit guides, especially with the Five of Swords and Two of Wands in reverse. They realize they need to focus. They need to focus is maybe the wrong word, not the right word. The wrong word. They feel they need to channel their free-spirited in something more creative and something more open. They see you so radiant. Let's see what's underneath. Yeah, and they need to work on themselves. You see Eight of Pentacles over here underneath. They see you so as a radiant, as a light, as this beautiful being they're so attracted to sexually, spiritually, mentally, physically. Okay, I said that already. You get this. Maybe it's also for some of you, I can feel it's the first time that they're so like, wow, like blown away by you. And they know when they say channeling this free-spirited, adventurous energy to more something creative, and we have the Eight of Pentacles over here. You see? They really feel that. Otherwise, they will, for some of you, and I just heard it, they will lose you. Okay? And they know that. But there's definitely love for you, definitely. Look at the Six of Cups and the Queen of Wands. They found you so attractive. They find you so attractive. Wow. So let's move on to the Oracle cards. Yeah, mending. Want to fix our connections. Is at the bottom of the deck. So that means for some of you, they realize, or you maybe told the person, listen, either you get your shit together or I'm gone. Queen of Wands energy. Could be, huh? Or for me, mending is also unworthy was there. Yeah, could be. Also a bit that they feel unworthy of you. With this magneticizing and magnetic, that's not an English word, I'm sorry, magnetic is the English word. Aura you're having. Could be. This feeling. Wow. Very, very interesting energy. And very exciting too. Wow, let's see. Current feelings for pile number 2. We have ego, damn, and mend again. So a confirmation for the people who resonate that you told them to get their together. Okay, I said it already twice. I could have said it a third time. Yeah. For some of you, I hear that now. I feel that now. This could be what we just talked about here. To tap into their emotion, to see with their heart, to think with their heart. And you are opening up to them. That's why they feel so attracted and that you're so precious to them. So this basically, yeah, more than love, right? Deeper than love, more than love. Like when I say more than love, they're more than this traditional romanticizing, what we see in movies, right? Wow. I put the Queen of Swords, the ones over here. Then I saw ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. take you for granted, some of you. I also feel that some of you resonate with this, even though without saying me anything. I don't really. For some of you, it's not the ego, it's more like distractions, different distractions. And you're both hurting from this. Yeah, that's why I can see this mending over here too. And that they realize that they need to channel their creativity, their free-spirited, into something else. 8 of Pentacles over here, right? In order to get you to express it, you know, these feelings what they have. Detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Yeah, some people, it resonates with me with the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, what we had talked about. Being more in the mind than in the heart. I think they're working on that. I can feel that. And I realize now, maybe that's also part of your person too, that I forgot to mention the signs over here, because the signs over here, we have Pisces over here, Aries, Libra, Aquarius. Oh my God, is that Scorpio or Virgo? Pisces, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Leo, and Cancer. Wow. Wow. I have the feeling it takes so long, right? Maybe also for some people annoying that I'm taking so long. Could be also your person. That you waited so long that they express something. Because I'm still thinking about, okay, is this Virgo or is this Scorpio? And maybe it's something for you. But you waited that they could express finally. And do something. And get to work on something. That's what I'm feeling here now. All right, let's go to the last card over here in this deck. So overwhelmed. Yeah, the stress from this is draining me. They're harsh on themselves. Definitely, even though they have 9 of Swords in reverse. But I think they feel not overwhelmed by mind, because we have the 9 of Swords in reverse over here. For me, it feels more like emotionally, because they're not used to that. But for me, they definitely love you. They want to mend this. They want to not lose you. Not losing the Queen of Swords. Wow, let's go to the last part. Some truth, some messages from your person, pile too. Let's see. Final words. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They have definitely a lot to say, pile two. Wow. Wow. I just realized what I had in the bottom of the deck. I want to feel that way again. And what would we say? What did we say? They need to come back to their heart. That's the confirmation. I wish I had treated you better. Okay, for some people, it's maybe too late. For some of you, they realize it, as I just mentioned, confirmation over here. And then for some of you, they realize it without, and you're still waiting in this Queen of Sword energy for them, but they still realize that. I wish I could share my good news with you, so you will hear something from them. They definitely see someone in comfort, someone they can learn and grow with. This person could be younger than you, to be honest. We need to let each other go. Yeah, because the intensity of emotions are too much for them when they're only focused and learn to cope with and feel with their mind. I can see that they're telling themselves this. That's why overwhelmed is over here, right? This emotional stress. I hope that you can forgive me one day. With whoever resonates, you can feel that. This is your quiet moment. I'm so attracted to you, Slay! I knew it. I could feel it. I could feel it. Wow. Be that badass, great, radiant person you are. Pile 2. Wow. You were the best thing in my life. Yes, I do actually think that, because I told you, right? So they love your comfort. They love they can learn from you, especially regarding, not only feeling with their mind. I regret lying to you. So it could be something with some of you, they lied to you. They were not honest. You can see also with the 5 of Swords over there. I'm afraid to contact you. Maybe they did something and now they're afraid to contact. I mean, free-spirited people tend to do that. I knew also a few, but I was not romantically involved with them, but like friends. I left when I saw you with someone. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe they think you could have someone new if they're not taking any action. Could be. I love you unconditionally. That's exactly this energy what I could feel. If they would open up their heart, 3 of Swords over there. If they really, really feel and think with the heart, that's what they would say to you. Wow. And then timing just wasn't right for us. Detachment. Wow, they're coming, pile 2. And I also want to say at the end of this reading, if you feel like this is something, or they cannot, okay, I need to be careful how to formulate that. I don't want to trigger someone. But I feel I need to say that. Even if this person is working on themselves to focus and channel this free-spirited, adventurous personality in something creative, amending because they did some damage for some of you, and you feel like, no, it's not actually what I want because I evolved too, don't be afraid to move on, pile 2. That's what I wanted to say. Also to think about if such an energy resonates with you or not. If it resonates, it's totally great. Embrace it. You can learn so much. If you don't, and you will know the best, then have it as a good friend or learn from it as a learning experience. That's what I'm getting from this energy. Alrighty, thank you, pal 2. This was your reading, and see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this stone, I think this is lapis lazuli. If not, please write it in the comments. I really appreciate, because I want to really learn about that. Then this is your reading about the current feelings of your person. So let's dive into it directly. Wow. It's such a tender and sweet energy. I can feel that. Your person is really soft. Really, yeah, Ace of Cups vibes, I feel. Wow. Really, really soft and gentle. I can feel that. And as always, as I said, have your favorite coffee or tea or drink. Enjoy. It's going to be a wonderful reading. So what are the current feelings from pile 3's person? It's really interesting I feel so calm, so relaxed, so good. It's such a nice and gentle energy. I know I'm repeating myself. Wow. What are the current feelings for pile 3? For my viewers of pile 3. They're very shy, I can feel. So sweet. No, really. I want to cuddle them and hug them. And you probably want too, of course. It's your person, right? Wow. Such a different energy than the first 2 piles. In a different way. Very soft. Could be that your person has more feminine energy. Of course, energies have no genders. Yeah. And you could be more embracing the masculine side, I'm hearing. What I'm feeling too. Could be, doesn't have to be, maybe only for some. Wow. What are the current feelings of your person? Let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So very expressive. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. The Magician. Nice. Let me see if you can see that. Yes. The 4 of Cups. The Queen of Swords in reverse. And the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm hearing and feel that their person needs to work. Oh, it's like needs to, must to, have to. I know these words are like relative, you know. It's beneficial for them that they work on their self-esteem, self-confidence, as they have such a gentle energy. And Queen of Swords in reverse gives me the vibe of too much being in their emotions, that they need to have some more mental boundaries, I'm hearing. Cannot make the 2 of Pentacles. I'm getting indecisive. I'm not talking about you, that they're not indecisive. I'm checking the energy too here. But they definitely see you as magical with the Magician here. As a manifester, someone spiritual, someone, you know, who is kind of confident, sparkling, I'm hearing. Someone who can achieve everything they want, I'm hearing too. Wow, they admire you. Please look at only how this woman on the 4 of Cups at this beautiful light and seer tarot looks at the Magician now. Please have a look. She's kind of like, oh my god, I want that. I want him. I want her. I'm not talking about gender. That's really insane. Wow. Definitely a lot of admiration and love about the accomplishments, about, as maybe for me the Magician also gives the vibe of in general, and I'm an intuitive reader, as you know. For me the Magician in general gives the vibe that the wow, your reading was just cut off, and it took me some time, to be honest, to delete some of my internal videos, so it hit my capacity. And it's so interesting that it happened at pile 3 in your reading. And just when I was talking about the Magician, what I'm intuitively thinking about the Magician, and sorry if the light is a bit different now, it took probably 45 minutes, but what I wanted to say with the Magician is someone, they see you as someone who can, yeah, as I always want to say, and I always say it, it's that you get your shit together, you know what you want, you're getting it, you're determined, and that's what they totally admire about you. And maybe my data, when my data was full on my phone, means that they also need some cleansing to do, and you inspire them. They're definitely at admiration. They're definitely more in their heart space with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So let's see. Wow. Soft and gentle, I can see that. So they could also be intimidated by you. I feel that. Especially, I'm fixating on the Four of Cups now. Wow, really. Let's see, what kind of the current feelings more. Spirits. Wow, the Four of Wands. They definitely have a lot. Have you seen that? It jumped right out. Oh, and the Ten of Cups. Oh my God, look at that. They have so much love. And I need to share it because I just looked at it, and look at this. The King of Swords. And I just said the Queen of Swords. Could be, as I said at the beginning, that your person is more in the feminine energy. Wow. But they admire you. Oh my God. For some of you, they see having family with you. So gentle and soft. Look at that. Oh my. They have so much fun. You can resonate with twin flames. We saw the King of Swords. I have the feeling they're developing into this King of Swords with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. They definitely have a lot of love for you. But they also feel intimidating by you. Definitely. Yeah, they don't know where to start with the Fool in reverse. Yeah, especially with the Four of Cups. Definitely, either you're collaborating already, or working together, studying together, having a business together, something, project together, something is there. Let me see if that's straight. Yes, okay, sort of. Yeah, they definitely want to be in your company and learn. They have so much admiration for you. It feels like even in a way of, because they're so intimidating about how they see you and what they feel, that you're like the magician, everything what you touch transforms into gold, that they like don't know where to start and what to do with it. That's interesting energy. Yeah, we have the Sun. They don't feel worthy for that. About you to have you. I can feel that. Bottom of the deck, yeah, Nine of Cups. I have so what I'm feeling in this energy here is they are completely capable, and for some of you that's your total match. You can feel that, but they are not convinced about this. And compared to pile 2's person, who's more in the mind, your person is more into the slum of heart, in the sense of like a circle, not seeing their own worth, not being confident enough. That makes them indecisive, because they see you as such a beautiful person. They actually want to have maybe kids with you, or pets for some, or business. I'm hearing with the Four of Wands, because we saw the King of Swords. They're not worthy yet to be your counterpart, but it's not true actually. But they have so much love. They're so gentle. Wow, I feel like we should get 2 more. Yeah, and that's what's blocking them. We have also Two of Wands in reverse. That's blocking them. There, yeah. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. We know that in upright we have brilliant new ideas, moving forward. That's why also the Fool is in reverse. And here, fastest knight in the deck. I love that term, that's true. But here it's like they're somehow stopping themselves. And I think it's due to this intimidating and being more in the emotional slumber. But they definitely love you. They really admire you. They really, really admire you. And that makes them stop to come forward. If they did come forward for some of you, I have the feeling it's more that they suddenly pulled back. Like a push and pull. I'm not saying your person is playing push and pull, but sometimes it's like this overwhelm of admiration that they become suddenly quiet. I don't see this typical runner energy over here, to be honest. So let's see. Let's dig deeper into it for the current. Whoa! Have you seen that? Oh, yeah. Reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. I sense that they're moving into this. Then gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. Yeah, maybe because of this gap what they have and they had, you are here and they are here. They're afraid of what other people could say because you're such a beauty. Yeah, damage. We're hurting both from this because you know their potential and don't see it. And dishonesty, sorry. By lying, I ripped us apart. For some of you, there could be lying involved. I'm not being honest. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, but we had the King of Swords normally, so in the upright. Maybe they're lying to themselves regarding a feeling too, I'm hearing. Wow. Yeah, I saw that too while I was cleaning for your pile. Inseparable. They really love you. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. Despite some of you could be in a distance. I don't know if I mentioned that. Some of you did not confess to each other. But it does feel like more as a pile that you did. And you're working on it. Yeah. Because this person is very honest with their feelings, but they'll get consumed by it too easily. That's what I'm hearing. So we have mistake. I wish I could right my wrong. So something definitely happened here between you two. For some of you. And escape. I left when things got hard. Yes, I can see that too. As I said it's not a typical run, push and pull and runner dynamic. But it's still there. Yeah. But they definitely admire you. And because of this admiration, they're escaping. They think they're not worthy enough. Yeah. The sun in reverse. I think this card wants to come out. That was very intense. Let's see the last part of your reading, pile 3. The truthful feelings. And the current feelings. I said truthful feelings because it's a truth-seeking oracle cards. I think it's called like that. Let's see. What does pile 3's person wants to say? Whoa. At the beginning it took longer. Okay. I do feel one more. Yes. I wonder if you're happy without me. It could be separation, I said to you. This is the pile where I could feel from the energy that you did confess that there was something happening. And now you're in separation, or now you have a bit of detachment. Either your person or you said that. Whoa, my candle. So yeah, they know they messed up. I know I messed up everything. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Yeah, that's totally this energy. Wow. With this I can feel this is your person cannot channel their emotion very well. It's hard to say and harsh to say it. But sometimes I'm saying this because I can resonate with that a bit too. When I was younger in my 20s, I was I said that to my therapist back then, like I was like a junkie of like emotion junkie. I needed all the time to have emotions, like to feel alive. And this is kind of like the vibe I'm getting a bit too here, especially with admiration. I'm not good enough vibe. I know that I crossed the line with you. Yeah, we have this dishonesty, mistakes. There could something be happening, and I can feel that they feel not good about that. Definitely not. I want to tell you how I feel. I think they want to, I get like to open up what's going on with them for some of you. Maybe, could be that something happened. That's why mistakes. I love you unconditionally. Exactly, that's this vibe. Omo. I love that. Oh, that's your confirmation, and I think you felt that already. I'm so attracted to you. Yeah, they're full of love. I told you, full of admiration, full of love. They see you as a long-term partner. You and I were too young, so you could know this person when you were younger. Maybe you studied together, for some of you. Yes, that's the vibe. That's the vibe I'm getting. 100%. 100%. We will be together again. Yes. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I don't know which pile I said that and it came out, either pile 1 or pile 2, I can't remember. But for me, it's always this, when I see this card, also when I do privately about my situations, when I lie in cards, or also from my friends, that's how I started. It's more about that they think they were this distraction from your pain. Of course, for some of you, we are reading for a collective, right? It could be exactly that they were a distraction from someone else or something else. But mostly, this card feels for me like it's more in their head. And this is definitely what we are having here, right? I want to be more than friends, yes. As we had the 3 of Pentacles. And look at this, they're even lying at the 3 of Pentacles. That's so... there's no coincidences. I always say that. No, there are no coincidences in this world. So maybe you work with them, colleague, study together, having business together, your neighbors, I don't know. So take what resonates. They definitely want to be more than friends, what is now. And definitely more than friends. When they get this emotional waves or emotional tsunami, emotional junkie, as I said it, how I was when I was younger. To channel it in the right direction. So they want to be more than friends. They want to work on this. Okay. Yeah. The timing just wasn't right. Yes, exactly. The timing wasn't just right. I can feel that. I'm afraid to contact you. For some people, they don't have contact. So some of you, most of you, I actually feel you will resonate with that. And it's time for me to heal now. And that's the reason for no contact. To finally see, hey, it's a scale. It's not like you are better or I am better or I don't feel worthy of you because I see you as the magician. You're my 4 of Wands. That's what I'm getting here. Wow. Pile 3. Wow. Such a pure energy. Pure energy. So loving. I love that for you. Thank you so much for being here with me. And that was your reading, pile 3. And I wish you a wonderful day, and bye.